Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Marvel Studios has finally given us the official trailer for the series Miss Marvel. The series is available to stream on Disney Plus June 8th. In this video, I'm going to give you guys my breakdown for the trailer and some Easter eggs that you probably missed. But before we continue, please make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Let's start. There, we can see a book on the table which is Kamala's notebook. There are some Easter eggs that is seen in the book. First, it is the Ant-Man vs. Man-Ant drawing. This is an Easter egg referring to the superhero Ant-Man. She draws Ant-Man fighting a person with an ant body. Then, there are other pictures and writings in the book that refers to Kamala's activities, such as an essay, which is due on the date of 16th, feeling bored, and a driving lesson. And then from the background of the scene, and objects around her like textbooks and backpack, it appears that Kamala is in her classroom.
Okay, so first off, I just want to say, I get it.
You get what?
High school.
Kamala!
Now, let's just go to this scene. Kamala is mocked because of her Avengers shirt. There are 3 female superheroes which is featured in the shirt, that is Captain Marvel, Wasp, and Valkyrie. And then, it's seen that the person who mocks her is named Zoe Zimmer. Zoe Zimmer is the high school student who bullies Kamala. In the comics, however, she eventually became friends with Kamala after being saved by Kamala from falling into Hudson River. Then, we can also see a boy named Bruno Carelli and a girl named Nakia Bahadir, who are Kamala's best friends. Then, in this scene, where Kamala is talking to Bruno, it's seen a jacket and 2 helmets, which is Kamala's, that symbolizes Captain Marvel. It shows that Kamala is a huge fan of Captain Marvel. In the next scene, Kamala and her friends is seen being at a party. They meet a guy named Cameron, who Kamala has a crush on. In the comics, Cameron is an inhuman who has biokinetic energy powers. It was then revealed that Cameron was recruited by Lineage, who is a villain.
But you're staring out the window in your little fantasy land.
Then, in this scene, Kamala jumps from the window, reaches the tree branch, does a backflip, then lands in a superhero pose. She's wearing a suit resembling Captain Marvel. She's still wearing the suit in this scene, where we can see Kamala happily greets the surroundings. We can also see a lot of confettis and Kamala wearing a crown and has ribbon and flowers. In this scene, she probably follows a costume contest and ends up winning. Next, we can see Kamran, who is apparently holding a bouquet of roses that is probably for Kamala.
Hey, already? Really? Come on, like...
Do I have to figure out my whole future before lunch, or is there like... Maybe they're right?
In this scene, Kamala, who is seen wearing a hijab, is performing a Muslim ritual prayer called Salat, where we can see her and everyone else standing at first, then kneeling to the ground. Then, we can see a galaxy exhibit featuring model of planets and the galaxy's protector, Captain Marvel. Next, let's just go to this scene where Kamala finds a bracelet from a shed. Then, she wears the bracelet and her eyes start glowing. But before we talk more about the bracelet, there's an Easter egg spotted in this scene. In the background, there's a statue of which seems to be Rocket Raccoon. That indicates that the people of Earth now knows Rocket Raccoon after the events of Avengers Endgame. Now, let's talk about the bracelet. As seen in the trailer, the bracelet gives Kamala tremendous cosmic powers. This bracelet might be a weapon from the Kree Empire called Negabands. Negabands are an ancient relic of the Kree Empire that allows the user to transform mental energy into physical energy and have tremendous powers. The Kree Empire has appeared in the MCU before in Captain Marvel. The Negabands were created by the Supreme Intelligence and given to Mar-Vell, aka Walter Lawson in the comics. However, after wearing it, Mar-Vell was immediately trapped in a dimension called the Negative Zone. Mar-Vell then was able to return to his dimension with the help of Rick Jones. The Negabands are classified as Omega-class weapons, which are immensely powerful. These bands give the user powers such as superhuman strength, speed, agility and durability, interstellar flight, energy manipulation, invulnerability, self-sustenance, teleportation, and cosmic awareness. In the trailer, Kamala wears the band, which is only one in her left arm. Meanwhile, in the comics, the bracelet comes up in a pair to be used in the left and right arm. Do you think in the MCU the bracelet is only one or a pair? And then another question, how did the band end up on Earth? Probably the band belongs to Mar-Vell, who in the MCU is named Wendy Lawson. It was probably left on Earth when she worked there to create a lightspeed engine that would end the Kree-Skrull War. This origin differs from the comics, where in the comics, Kamala got her powers from the Terrigen Mist exposure, which is connected to the Inhumans. The exposure gave Kamala polymorph powers like elongation and size alteration.
Did something happen to you?
No, why? Did you hear something?
In this scene, we can see Kamala projects cosmic energy to close the door. And in her room, there are a lot of Captain Marvel posters proving that she is a huge fan of her. Next, we can see shards of glass falling around a place named Circle Q. In the comics, Circle Q is a convenience store in Jersey City where Kamala's best friend Bruno Carelli works. This is the place where Kamala used as her unofficial headquarters. Seeing shards of glass falling, I assume that there will be a fight in this scene. Continue to this scene, Kamala is seen walking in the air by using her cosmic powers to create pads. In this scene, Kamala wears a costume which is the comic accurate Miss Marvel costume. And then if we stop here, we can see that Kamala's arms and legs are longer.
I always thought I wanted this kind of life, but I never imagined any of this.
Then, we got another look of her powers. In this scene, we can see her punching forward with her enlarged arm. Then in here, if you look closely, you can see that she becomes very big, or in Miss Marvel's words, her entire body embiggens. Those scenes show that Kamala also has polymorph powers, like in the comics. So, the Negaband also grants her powers to elongate and change the size of her body. Then, continue to this scene, Kamala using her cosmic powers projects a shield to protect a guy who seems to be Kamran from the shots. This indicates that Kamran is being chased for a reason we don't know. I assume that this scene is going to be in the final episode of the series. And then in the end of the trailer, we can see Kamala sitting on a lamppost in her Miss Marvel costume and looking at New York City from afar in the night, which is similar to the comic counterpart. Okay guys, this is the end of my breakdown for the trailer. If you find more details in the trailer that I probably missed, please let me know in the comments down below. And also, don't forget to watch Miss Marvel this June only on Disney+. Thank you for watching this video and I will see you later.